Okay riders, so final thoughts on the Sportster S. I'm really grateful that Harley gave me the bike to spend a little bit more time on. I haven't done enormous kilometers, but as I said, I don't think this is, a mile munching cruiser. I think this is very much the sports cruiser, and it's all about the performance. It is a great thing to take through your local twisties, really fun. You can have a bit of fun around town as well, but I think certainly the more open roads is where you're gonna make the most of this bike. The straight line performance is absolutely exceptional, but it does corner quite well once you get up into those nicer roads and at nicer speeds. Really good technological loadout, TFT display, full LED lights, cornering traction control, cornering ABS, and ride modes. So it's a nice loadout that kind of covers everything that most people would want as far as safety features. The styling is good, the build quality is good, but obviously that's going to be subjective. I didn't do the best job of kind of washing this bike, unfortunately, because I don't have a hose at the apartment block, so I do apologize for that as far as the look of the bike. But overall, I think this is an exceptional machine. I think if someone is telling you that this is competition for a sports bike, laugh in their face. It's silly. However, as far as a sports cruiser, this thing is absolutely exceptional. If Harley really want this to compete with the naked bikes, the more kind of traditional naked bikes as we know them, they probably will need to put some narrower tires on them, which will sharpen up the overall handling and get a little bit more ground clearance out of it. But I think for what it is, the Sportster S is an exceptional machine, and certainly it's going to fill a niche in the market, which is quite cool, and it's far more technological than the old style models. And I think certainly if you are willing to have the more technological, the more refined, and certainly the more performance orientated engine in this over the older style kind of hyper cruisers like the FXDR, this thing is going to be awesome. I would definitely say for bang for buck, this is definitely offering far more than the FXDR. And while again, they're slightly different machines at the end of the day, I really love this machine, and it would be the Harley that I would pick out of the current lineup, although I'd have to look at that Pan America, because if that's got an engine like this in it, I can see that just being absolutely awesome as well. Anyway, 26.5 on the road here in Australia. Again, I think it's important to put aside kind of the prejudices about what a Harley should be and look at what this Harley is and see whether it stacks up to what you're expecting. And again, no silly comparisons to sports bikes or, hyper nakeds. This is a sports cruiser. That's what it's meant to be. That's what it is. So check out the Sportster S. Definitely, if you can, try and have a test ride, but try and get in a longer test ride. A test ride around town is just not going to show this bike off for the potential and really give you a proper idea of what it's capable of, unfortunately. And there's lots of bikes where that's the case, but certainly with this, you need to get out onto the open roads and into the nice twisties to really appreciate what's on offer. But it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching the review. As always, stay safe out there. Let me know your thoughts on the Harley-Davidson Sportster S down below in the comments, and I will be back soon. You can support the channel on Patreon.